Y'all know his job? It was like something like a grocery store person. Like, that's the guy that's running the world. He's running the world. That's how much potential we have. You want to get here. But instead of that, you go, bam, there you finally there. Hey, it's Ruth Marquise. And Emmanuel, say hi. I'm Emmanuel. Happy Labor Day. I thought I wasn't gonna do a video today. And then I said, you know what? I gotta get back to what makes me me, which is exercising and talking to y'all. So how are you doing? Today is Motivated Monday. I love these Mondays because what we talk about motivates me as well. It's giving, we are teaching, we are doing something, you get something from it too. So I love it, so I'm gonna do it. My topic today is, picture this, right? 10 years from now, what do you want? What do you want 10 years from now? Like, how do you want to imagine your life? Like, where would you live? Would you live in the same neighborhood you live in? Maybe you want to. Maybe you have somewhere else you would like to be. Maybe you would like to be in a different profession. Maybe you would like to have a different amount of money in the bank, right? Like, you gotta think of what you want. Like, but if you don't say what you want, then life is gonna give you what it thinks you deserve. If you don't say what you want, life is gonna give you what it thinks you deserve. And you gotta say, nah, that's not what I deserve. I deserve better than that. I deserve more than that. I deserve to live life on my own terms. I deserve not to do what everybody else is doing. I deserve to do what I want to do, right? And the only way you can do that is by picturing life 10 years from now. Who are you 10 years from now? Put your name in there, right? Imagine that person walking by you. How do they look? What are they wearing? What kind of drip do they have? Like, what kind of jewelry do they wear? Like, is this gonna be the same? Is it gonna be better? What kind of clothes do they wear? Is it gonna be better? What kind of car will they drive? Will it be better? What kind of people will they have around them? Better people? Same people? Same old? Well, you have to really back it out. Start with the end in mind. That was one of 7 habits of highly effective people. He said, start with the end in mind, right? And when you start with the end in mind, work backwards to get what you want. And that's what you have to do. You got to work backwards. You got to figure out what it is you like, what it is you want, and then you got to work backwards from there. All right? So that's a simple exercise. So close your eyes and say, what do I want in this area? Like, what do I want in my health? What do I want in my health? I'm going to start today. Like, I may not be able to lose 30 pounds tomorrow, Ruth, but I'm going to start today. What kind of habits does my future self have? Will they really lay down and watch TV all day? I had a choice. I got it. I almost did it. I said, girl, you press that. You press play. It's a wrap. You already know the day gone. It's gone and it didn't even start. You press play. I know you want a day off and all. But if you spent the day, you didn't work, but you just imagine what you wanted next. You imagine the type of family you have, or you imagine the type of people in your life. You imagine where you will be. It would be so awesome to work backwards and to say, well, what do I have to do today to get those things? Like, I want you to think of what you want, and then I want you to multiply it by 10. Whatever you want times 10. Times it by 10. Times it by 10. That's why it's really good to learn something and share with others, because then you have to really go through with it. You gotta learn it. So I was listening to the 10X book I was talking to you about, Grant Cardone was talking about, and it was just like, it was like, if you don't times it by 10, you're probably not gonna ever do it, right? When you times it by 10 and you hit it by, like, basically if you get 20% of your goal, you're gonna double the original goal. But you'll never be motivated if it's a little. You're only gonna be motivated if it's a lot. And you have to realize it's gonna take 10 times the effort, 10 times the money, 10 times the people. I was like, the people. I was like, it's gonna take me 10 times the people, 10 times the payroll, 10 times the payroll. Dang. To get the dream that you want. I loved it. And it just makes you feel like you got to put the effort in your dreams, You gotta put the effort in. Like, it sounds like la 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 land, right? Like, it sounds like, oh, blah 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 talk, right? But a lot of people got a lot of money in this pandemic because they 10 years ago were focused on their dreams. You like that? So 10 years ago, they imagined their dream. They started working on their dream. And when things went bad, they were the first people to get money. Some people got $55,000, $20,000, $85,000, $150,000, $150,000. When things go bad, you get $150,000. That meant that person was building a business for a long time. They were rewarded for what they did. So they were rewarded for working hard and building their dreams, but it's little by little. Like, it really takes a lot of, like, you would think like, okay, all I gotta do is contact this many people and get this myself and get this and that, and everything's gonna work out perfectly. But things don't work out perfectly. Business is that squiggly line that instead you think you're gonna go like this, but life and business is like this, right? And then you get here, right? You start here, you want to get here, but instead of you want to get here. But instead of that, you go, bam, there you finally there. I just want you to think about it. Like, think about where you want your life to be. Close your eyes while we're talking. Nobody can see you. Just don't close your eyes when you're driving. Like, imagine you could have everything you want 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 2 years from now. It could be faster. I'm not saying it's going to take a whole 10 years. But guess what? 10 years ago, I only had 2 kids. It came and it went. 10 years ago, I was in a different situation. Life is totally different now. It came and it went. It's going to come and go anyway. So plan out for it. Make it what you want. You can't get up under your employer's thumb right today. You got to have a whole plan. But if you wanted to have that dream career, you could do it now. Who going to stop you, boo? Nobody. Especially when you're patient enough. When you're patient enough. When you feel like you got your evil genius going on, you like, yeah, 10 years from now, we'll see what y'all say then. A lot of y'all people not going to be around that's around now. That's how you got to think. You just got to think like, look, I got my master plan going on. Call it the master plan, right? Call it the master plan. Man, I got memories of being up here making them videos for y'all. Them 1-minute videos at the park. Oh, man. Like, what's so awesome about it is that if you keep on doing this for every 90 days or for every year, like you take the 10-year plan and then you make it a 1 year. Like, what are we going to do this year for this plan, right? And then you're going to say, what are we going to do in the next 90 days? That's how it works, guys. That's how it works. What are we going to do in the next 90 days, right? How are we going to make this happen in the next 90 days? I think I want to sit. She said, thanks so much for inspiring me. Oh, no problem. What do you want to do? Like, why you sit back and you watch? I'm watching all the kids play. The bouncy house. My kids gonna be mad. No, they missed the bouncy house. The bouncy house, the swings, all of that, right? If you wanted all of this in your backyard, you can have all of that in your backyard. If you want a house with a pool, you can have a house with a pool. If you want to live in another state, you can live in another state. Like 10 years from now, nobody can stop you. I don't care what your situation is. I don't care how many life things that happen to you. You could create whatever you want. Nobody can stop you. Like, nobody can stop you. Only you and your limited thinking and imagination can stop you from doing that, because you will have all the money. Like, you got to think, like, money comes and money goes. Like, so when you have the money, do you know what the plan is? That's why every time you got money, you spend it and you just like, what happened? Because you didn't have a plan. Like, I watch other people get on video and I'm like, they're so excited. I'm like, what did you teach? What did you say? You just excited, just to be excited. I'm like, that's not my style. Like, my style is to be really honest with you and vulnerable and real. Like, I may seem mad, but I'm not mad, because I just really want you to get what you want, right? You can get what you want. You can have what you want. You can grow to that level. Like, when I look at the competition, I just be like, oh, wow, that's a lot. Okay, cool. But in 10 years, probably going to retire. Probably going to be my turn, right? In 10 years, probably not going to be on top like that. In 10 years, you probably didn't think so far in ahead like me. You probably didn't strategize like me. You probably don't have the skills I have. In 10 years, the world's going to change. I'm going to be ready for it. You're not. In 10 years, I'm going to have my paperwork. In 10 years, I'm going to have, like, I'm not going to get my paperwork in 10 years. I'm starting today. I'm going to start to study today. I'm going to start getting ready today. I'm going to start, like, I want you to create a history making plan. That's how freaking awesome I want your plan to be. Like something that nobody's ever done. If you want to do that, then bam, you got it. The next 10 years, then they'll have your name in the papers. If you come up with a plan, like what has nobody ever done before? Do that. Do something inspiring. Do something amazing. I don't care if it's a triathlon or if it's you number one in the world for this or for that. Like make it bigger than what you ever thought it could be. Like Jeff Bezos was like, what was his job? Y'all know his job? It was like something like a grocery store person. Like that's the guy that's running the world. He's running the world. That's how much potential we have. He's running the world with Amazon. I don't know his job, but it was like grocery clerk, like checkout boy, like paper boy. Like I don't know what it was, but that one, he had his brain, he had his imagination, he invested in himself. He went and did what he had to do. 10 years from now, if you wanted to have a huge house, maybe you should start with the first house. You got to start in steps, you know? And I love God and I love life and everything like that. But honestly, God is going to like get you to the next step. Like he likes you to go through steps. Like, you know, you want that big mansion, but you don't want to make $7,000 payments. Like it's not equating. When you start looking at where you want to live, it's not equating. It doesn't make sense. Go see where you want to live. Go see how much. But go there and see how much it costs. Go see how much it is, right? And once you see how much it is to live in that dream house you want to live in, if you see it's $8,000, if you see it's $4,000, can't beat them, join them, right? Go see how much it is. Go see how much that house is. Like, you got to dream. Then go visit. Go visit where you want to live. Go visit where you want to stay. Why we had to live somewhere we're not inspired by? Go find somewhere to live that you're inspired by. That everything's gonna work out for you there. 10 years, you'll probably be able to you won't be in the same boat. Man was like, okay, that's it. He made was like, yes, mommy. He's gonna be 10. Well, he's gonna be 11. What is life gonna be like for him at 11? His sisters are already saying, I didn't have that. When I was 1, he already getting on the plane. When I was 1, I was like, when you have kids saying that about the little kids, then you know that you're doing something. You know that you're going somewhere, because if all the kids like, yeah, it was like that for me too. It was like that for me too. Then y'all ain't really progressed. 10 years. I'm going to be 10. I'm going to be 10. What y'all going to do? I'm going to be 10. I'm going to be 10. Let nothing stop you guys. Let nothing stop you. I don't care if you have a little baby. I don't care if you have multiple children. I don't care if you don't have a steady job. It all can change. You know you on camera, and then you want to say what you want to say. Yeah. Kiss me. Kiss me. All right, guys. He wants me to go. I gotta go. Y'all have a blessed one. Let me know if you got any nuggets out of this. Comment below if you had anything. If there's one thing you learned or one thing you thought about, one thing you want to do differently. Subscribe to our channel, our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.